Red Chapman, as I kind of already did the intro on him. Trevor, I'm gonna actually kick it to you now, and then I will get JJ's thoughts on Red Chapman. 6'4", man, a lot of talent coming in here on the wide receiver, but definitely Red Chapman. 6'4", buck. What was it? 75. Kind of give me some of your thoughts on him.
Yeah, so I got him 195, guy out of Alabama. Big. I don't know if you mentioned this, Chris. Sorry, but Florida State wanted him bad. All the big programs, Arkansas, Colorado, highly recruited kid. But he's not only is his size that stands out at over 6'4", but he can stretch the field. Man, he's fast. The kid's very fast. He only played 6 games this year. I believe he battled some injuries or something was going on with him, but had 15 catches, 278 yards, 2 touchdowns. As a junior now, 1,300 yards, 19 touchdowns on 51 catches. JJ mentioned multi-sport, 3-sport athlete, also was on the basketball and track team. So this kid is, like JJ said, I mentioned it last night. When's the last time we had this size at receiver, right? 6'4" guys coming in at receiver. These are SEC wide receivers, right? In my opinion, right? These big-bodied guys that can stretch the field. They can run. They got the size, and this is a kid that I'm very excited for because I mentioned this a lot last night. JJ, your class. You were in the class with Drake, right? You and Drake were in the same class. I haven't been this excited about a class since your class. In terms of, because I'm an offensive guy, I'll be real with you. Like, we play an NCAA, bro, I'm trying to score 80. Like, I'm running no huddle, we're running it up, air raid. Like, that's my thing, right? So these guys on the offensive side of the ball, I think they nailed it with surrounding them. You look at Travis, you look at Red, you look at all these guys on the offensive side of the ball. They can do it all. So I'm very excited. And these Alabama receivers usually turn out to be pretty daggone good. There's a reason why Alabama put a lot of receivers in the league, right? These kids are good football players. So with me, I think he's we have a saying here on the Tar Pit, JJ, 80-20 guy. Just throw it up and let him go get it, right? You're not going to find many corners that are 6'4". So throw it up, let him use his length and let him use his speed to break away. But that's all I got on Chapman.
He comes in at a 4. Don't count that one. He comes in as a 4-star. Like I said, his offer sheet was a mile long. Just to read a couple of them off here. Like you said, Florida State wanted him bad. But Georgia Tech, Miami, Purdue, South Carolina, TCU, UCF, USC, a couple of lower end schools, but Colorado, Arkansas. But it came down to Florida State and Carolina, and he chose Carolina. JJ, I know you looked at his film leading up tonight. What's some of your overall thoughts of Red Chapman?
Yeah, I think this is my guy. This is the one who I think can play immediately as a true freshman. I think with his length, his size, and his speed, it's something that Carolina offense hasn't seen in a very long time. I'm not saying he reminds me of a absolute Devontae Walker in terms of just absolute speed, but in terms of he's not quick. There's difference between quick and fast. Mm-hmm. Quick, I think of Josh Downs. That's quick to me. Fast, that's Tez Walker. He reminds me of like a Tez Walker type of build. Long, slim. He doesn't have to be one of those guys to put on weight. They tell you got to put on weight to make sure you don't get hit hard. But he's one of those guys where if you can't catch him, you can't hit him. So he's able to take the top off the defense. And you got, like I said, he's from Alabama. And I'm really excited. And I'm glad that we were able to pick him out of Alabama without Alabama or Auburn really picking up this guy. I know he's a 4-star player. I know Florida State wanted him really bad. I think this is a really, really big win in terms of UNC on the offense. Like I said, I think this is probably my guy on the offensive side of the ball who I think if they do the things the right way, if they are able to learn the playbook, I think he's going to be the one to play as soon as possible.